Who, how? What is my motherfucker?
I don't care. You're not giving your daughter no
It's
play.
your plate.
You're not giving your daughter no play before me.
Just do that. That's some lame ass shit though. Like,
now you can pick this
you
shit up
that
off
mad?
the
You
floor.
that
You can pick this shit off
mad?
the floor and
She
eat it.
not picking nothing up off the floor. You
But
that damn mad?
it don't matter. I'm your woman. We live together. She's only here 2 days out the fucking
That
week.
shit don't matter when it comes to my child, bro.
She's
You
here
just
2 days
disrespecting
out the
my
week.
daughter,
I'm
bro.
here a whole
The
fucking.
fool I
I'm here
paid for.
365. I'm here 365. I'm
The
doing
fool I
everything
paid
for you.
for.
But
Okay, but I'm his daughter.
I don't give a fuck what you are. Respectfully.
Like, that shit don't
You
make
don't
no
know
sense.
you don't have nothing to do. You don't have
You
nothing
is
to
a
do with me and
grown-ass
him.
man.
What me and him got going on. So you might as well. It's every
You broke jail.
See your way out of it. Don't bring your ass back here saying nothing else to me. I don't
You
care.
smack the baby food on the damn floor.
Looks like ain't none of us eating. I don't give a
That's
fuck.
some stupid ass shit, bro.
So what you gonna do?
Now she called her mom and her mom come over there and did
Call her.
what?
You wanna call her mom? Let her call her mom. That's never been an issue. How many times have I called? Have I had to call her? Have I had to call her mom outside? And it never been that.
Now, who's gonna cook man? Don't worry about it. We're gonna go out to eat.
Okay.
Ain't nobody going out to eat unless I'm going too.
The fact that she was cursing at the kid. If I'm my own, if it's my kid, right? I'm pulling up. And when me start, bomb bucklet for my child, you're frightened, man. Don't know some skill archie when it comes to the boom flick and backflip and kick out your teeth and go out with myself. Because what? Miss, whose child are you talking to? What? Lady, you bold. You real bold. You are super bold. Yeah, you're bigger than the Super Bowl. Because whose child? So much problem I have with the video. The fact that he's standing there and allowing this. The fact that he's still in a relationship with her. I'm positive this is not the first time she's behaved like this, but he's still in a relationship with her. I'm gonna keep saying that he's still in a relationship with her. Why is he so comfortable being disrespectful? Why is he so comfortable behaving like this in your presence? Do you understand that if you leave this child at home with her, that there's a high probability she would ABUSE this child probably wouldn't get nothing to eat when you, all the things that can happen? What? Why is she so comfortable being disrespectful? But when my child sent me that video, God bless both of you. Because I'm not just showing up for her. I'm not just showing up for her. You are the child's father. You have responsibility of our child. I left the child in your custody, in your care, with the understanding that as a father, you're going to do what fathers do, protect and provide. So my child having to send me a video for me to come over there to discipline yo ho is going to mean I'm going to have to ho both of you. I'm going to pull up like Santa's sleigh right on top. Because whose child are you talking to, miss? How are you so bold? Why you think this is okay? And then also, because we got to run through the whole video, right? She smacked the food out of his hand and told him that he cannot feed his child before her. You're competing with a child, ma'am? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Because as a woman, I would be turned on to see him taking care of the kids. To see him go to make a plate for his daughter and taking care of his child. That for me, that's child, that's a turn on, because a man being a father to me is cute. It's cute. I love that. But then you smacked the plate out of his hand. The food hit the floor, and you said she can eat it up off the floor. I would have to introduce you to left and right. Quick and fast, fast and quick. You should be enraged by her actions. You should be turned off from her by her actions. You should not want to be in a relationship with her based on her actions. And then she had the audaciousness, the audacity to say the little girl can eat the food up off the floor. Are you? And me reach. And a sermon me come to preach. Me and she and him. Both of them. Her for doing what she did and him for allowing it. And since he don't run his household, I'm going to have to come and have them running around the household. Because what? My child? No love, not at all. I guarantee you, I'm not speaking like that to my child, and I'm definitely not treating my child like that. And when my child is at home, my baby is well taken care of, my baby is loved, and my baby is fed. So when my baby come to your house, right, to spend some time with you as a puppy, you better make sure that my child is getting the same or even better treatment that I'm giving to my child. Your partner is your responsibility, like my partner would be my responsibility. If there's a man in my household, I would have to know to make sure to, sure, you know what I mean? So your partner is your responsibility, sir. And the fact that you have your toilet over there, unflushed, talking all this SHIT, when I pull up, yeah. Mm-hmm. I would have to have a conversation with her about how to properly speak to and deal with my child. But that would also be the last time my child would be in her presence because what do you think this is? Someone a girl ball. I can tell the people that they never been smacked real hard before because y'all be doing things that people would both of y'all are crazy and I am the same person. She's never been dealt with properly, the right kind of way to let her understand herself. Because if she had, she would know never to do that. Who plays with people's kids? Who plays with people's kids? Anybody will crash out for their kid. Unless you're just not a good parent. Right? But anybody willing to crash out. So I don't know why she felt that bold. I do know why she felt that bold. Him. He got zero backbone, no vertebrae. Obviously he might not pay no bills over there. But then again, I would never be in this predicament because I would never date him. He's not my type. Just based on the things that he's allowing right here. Never could be my type. So I wouldn't be one of his baby mothers. Are you dumb? And then any man I date needs to know how to properly pick partners. So therefore, we wouldn't be in this type of predicament because he wouldn't be dating a Dusty. He wouldn't be dating a Dustiana. He wouldn't be dating somebody and having children with a person that has that type of personality and character and would seriously be out here competing with a little girl, my little princess, my baby. Yes, lady. Me and you would have to talk about it. And when we come to talk, it's not like you talk to a deacon. The lady in the video would end up becoming my stylist because she would be picking out the orange jumpsuit for me. Because after me see she, yes, my dear. It's obviously comedy. So let's hop in the comment section and see if you guys agree with me. Or maybe you disagree. Maybe you're saying she's supposed to eat first. Which is not really what I'm arguing about. I'm really talking about the way she talked to the kid and the fact that she smacked the plate on the floor and talk about the kid eating up off the floor. And the fact that the man said, and his response to it is, all of that is my issue. The way she behaved and his response, his lack of response. Because she didn't get checked, which means that this is something she does regularly and it's something she will continue to do. Let's hop in the comment section. This is read the comments, so let's see how you guys feel about it. Massacre says, soon as she drops that baby, she needs to get dropped. I know you effing lying. Someone needs to mop her ass. Seriously. The little girl's mother, I don't care how much of a Buddhist you are. I don't care how much of, and I said Buddhist because Buddhists don't believe in violence and that kind of stuff, right? I don't care how much of a Zen Namyo Renge Kyo person you are. She gotta get mollywopped. Have to. No questions asked. Are you dumb? You play with my child like that? And like I said, the smoke is for him too. Because you're allowing it. Why is this lady? Why are you dating this lady? And why are you comfortable having somebody of this caliber around your children? Hey boy, you're crazy. Who's the deadbeat says we can always count on you to say what we can't. She way out of line. She out of pocket. She out of line. She's out of her goddamn mind. She playing crazy. But when I pull up and show her, say me insane. You're mad. Somebody saying in that order, gotta beat her ass. Somebody says she can be beat without touching her stomach. I never saw her stomach in the video, so I'm just realizing that she's pregnant. He got her pregnant. Y'all just be dating anybody and doing anything at this point. And she can't tell me it's hormones. that it's hormones-ish is not gonna rock with me. Nope. You gonna catch it. Sid Marie says, no, this my type of get down. Because pregnant or not, she asking for it. While pregnant, playing with somebody's child. I am telling you. You're playing. You're playing. You're very much playing. Why do you think that behavior is okay? And for the child that you currently have in your stomach and the baby that's obviously on the floor, that must be yours also. Why do you think that, would you want somebody to do that to any of your children? And if, yeah, I would hope the answer is no. So, and it's not about her even knocking the plate out of his hand, because that's one thing, and saying that she needs her food first. It's the way she spoke to the child. Cursing at the child. No. Nah, like, it gotta be what it's gonna be, man. She must not be scared of the baby moms. Yeah, she's not scared of the baby moms. That's why she's so comfortable doing this. Because if you knew that a child's mom gave it up the way the child's mom is supposed to give it up for her child, you wouldn't do that. Now, mind you, it shouldn't be a thing where you know that the mother will pull up and fight you while you treat her child properly. But it could definitely, you know, it can make people act right. It can make people act right, for sure. And I do not believe in DV at all. I don't support it. I don't promote it. I don't participate in it. It's not for me. All right. If it was me, I'd have backhand her. I said what I said. I'm standing 10 toes on it. If that was me and it was a dude, and that was my child, the way my gasters would have been flabbered, I'd have been stuck. When he said, you know, I'm supposed to feed him first, and then he hit the plate. The fact you even... I'd have felt so disrespectful for my child, even more than the fact that you hit the plate on my hand. It's the fact that you're hitting the plate because you said that you should get food before my child. What? What? Huh? Oh, what? Again, I don't do DV. You ever watch Georgia and Ginny and Georgia? It's a show on Netflix. And there was an episode where the mother had married a man, just married him. The man was rich and they lived in a really nice house. And the mother used to make smoothies for the man every morning. And she caught the man being a little too touchy-feely with her daughter. And she didn't say anything. She just made him a good smoothie the next morning. I want to let him in the kitchen. Brawling. Not talking. Because sometimes you don't need one bag of lotus. That's extra. That's excessive. Brawling, you have to give to him sometime. Brawling. Make a boy understand himself. Because maybe you can't beat him. I'm not about to get beat up, please. So maybe you can't beat him. But when you can't beat them, you join them. You hit the plate, talking about I gotta feed you first. But I wouldn't have been with somebody like that in the first place. And he's obviously been with her for a minute. She got a baby in the stomach and there's a baby on the floor. He chose that. He chose that. So me and him would have never dated because he would have shown that he's that type of person that's into these types of females, and we would have never gotten together. Another thing, and I'm about to piss the women off. If this is the way y'all get to behaving and claim that it's hormones to have you behaving like this, I can see why y'all be finding yourself single, pregnant and single. If this is the way you behave, and you're going to put it on hormones, that hormones have you being this disgusting, I can see why you're pregnant and single. I'm always defending y'all, saying a man that would leave his pregnant girl is wild work. But if this is how y'all giving it up, yeah. I see. I'd have dipped too. Call me when the baby's born. I'll sign a birth certificate and I'm going to take care of my kid. But me and you? Nah, shorty. Kahira says that behind will be just, that whooping that she's going to catch will be justified because shorty was bold with this one. But that mama in the right for laying hands, and I ain't talking praying once neither. I'm telling you, her mother needs to visit her. She needs to be visited by that child. The mother shouldn't need to visit because the father should handle it. The father should have never put the child in this predicament. The father should never have gotten her pregnant to the point where she's pregnant now. The father should have never been dating her. The father should have never allowed this behavior. He's allowing it. It's given she paid the bills. The real hood Tinkerbella said, her belly ain't got ish to do with her face if you ask me. I'm saying. You was bold while pregnant, you can be bold too. Stephanie said, I think she already had a baby. She picked a newborn up. But baby, you do my baby like that and she gonna need a cast and a perk. Because she gonna be in some pain. Somebody said she should catch that whooping quick, fast, and in a hurry. Somebody said her face ain't never pregnant. Yeah, the face ain't pregnant. Heads up. Keep your head up. Throw hands. True by Nature says, nah, he needs to get a cancellation. Cause when that baby drop, she gonna dump him to terrorize his life with that baby as a pawn and child support. Why do we need to tell him that? The same smoke I give to women is the same smoke I'm gonna give to him. Why do I need to tell you that? Why isn't your child your first priority? To the point where when this lady's behaving like this with this child, that you already see not to get her pregnant and you already know to not date her. Why are you still with her? Why are you allowing your child to be disrespected? And the persons to protect a child is the parent. So when the parent is not protecting the child, this is how children become molested. When there's a especially with the mothers, because predominantly it's, come on, don't argue with me, it's true. So especially with the mothers, right? She's there in the household, things are happening, she's not protecting the child, so the child doesn't feel protected at any point, and the stepfather started to wanna with the little girl. She wouldn't feel comfortable going to her mother if this was how her mother is behaving. Mother was allowing the stepfather to knock plates out of hand, talking about the child can't eat before me and cussing at the child and all types of things. Well, when that man approach that child on certain types of level, the child won't feel comfortable going to tell her mother because you don't protect me anyways. And you stay with him throughout all this disrespect. So me telling you don't mean nothing. And that's how children think. And that's disgusting. Bear Forever says, I don't think she was child. I think that's just her belly. They're saying that it seems like she just gave birth because they said she picked up a young child. So they're saying that, you still have that pouch as if that child was in you. That's how they give you something to wrap your stomach after you give birth. So that's just the stomach after birth. Somebody said, F that. She can do the rest of that pregnancy on her own. Seriously. If I was that man, you are now single. I will take care of my child. I'll meet you at these doctor appointments, but you and I are no longer together. And I'm going to need 50-50 custody. And I'm going to be questioning my child about how you're behaving at that house. And if it's ever anything shaky, I'm going for full custody. And I'm keeping this video as proof that this is how you behave. Are you dumb? I don't trust you. But then again, you should have never had a baby with her. Should have chose better. Come on now. Anika says, F that, she can do the rest of the pregnancy on her own. R. Kelly Grace said, I don't know what's going on. Let me say exactly what I see. Pregnant and all, her fave. Not would wore her ass out. Just like she don't care about my child, I wouldn't about hers. That first line is crazy. But I guess she says, pregnant or not, her face isn't pregnant, so I don't put it in work regardless. And she don't care about my child, so I don't care about her child. I care about all children. Your child and mine, to be honest with you. So I'm not gonna say that. But your face is definitely open to it. I'm not gonna be putting work in on your stomach. I'm gonna leave the stomach out of it. But your face is open. You'll be alright. You'll be just fine. Nothing wrong with you. Shut up. What? Don't judge me. Judge her. 3D Fitness says both are ghetto. Yes, both of them. Education is definitely lacking for both of them. Yeah. This is a result of environmental impact. I don't know. I don't care what your reason is. You're still a child. You cursed at my child. You was doing the most. I don't care. Yeah. That's why you got many black men and women who won't date each other because of ghetto behaviors like these. So toxic. White people are ghetto. Asian people are ghetto. Hispanics are ghetto. What are we talking about? Y'all just like to say things to race and nationality and everything. Move. 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 I got a white friend that's more ghetto than me. Child, please. Drilla Thumb says, all my sisters and cousins would have had her lined up. I would have took the domestic charge. I'm telling you, if I was that man, when she started cursing at my child, the knocking the plate would have been too much already. So, you know, he don't got no talk in his household. He don't pay no bills around them parts. She don't respect him at all. She don't respect him. The fact that you can disrespect his child in front of him, you ain't supposed to disrespect the child, period. But the fact that she's doing it in front of him, she don't respect him. He don't put no foot down in that house because he probably don't pay no bills in that house. So she run it. But when she knocked the plate, it had already been too much. I'd have told my child, get up, get your bags, we leaving. So I wouldn't have gotten to the place of anything else. But once she start really talking to my child and shut the and all of that, yeah. I don't know. I don't do DV. So I don't know. I'm serious, I don't do DV. But I'm telling you, yeah. I don't know. About that cream said, her mom come over there and mop the driveway with you. I hope you have that same energy. I'd pay her bail. I don't even know the lady. But I'll pay her bail. I don't got it right now, but you get the point. You get the point. Allure says he should just leave and his daughter out to eat. He should just leave and take his daughter out to eat. He did say, I think he said that in the video at one point where he said he gonna take her out to eat, and that thing in there was saying that they not going out to eat if she ain't going out to eat. At one point I was like, maybe this is a skit. But then I saw the kids on the floor. And I'm like, I don't think this is a skit. Please let it be a skit. It's not a skit, is it? Damn. But yeah, he said he was gonna take the little. He didn't pack his bags and leave. She cursed at your child. She slapped the food out your hand, saying that you can't give the child the food before her and all this extra stuff. Which to me is saying that there's more going on in that relationship. She feels like she's not being taken care of, and I don't even think, take the kids out of it, I don't think she feels seen and heard and everything. But he should have been packing his bags to leave once the disrespect to his child came. I'm telling you, he should have called his BM to pull up and handle the situation. They say she ain't pregnant. She just had a baby. That's even more better. And I know people are going to say hormones and postpartum. I heard you. But I ain't going to be an excuse I'm going to tolerate towards my child. And it's not even something I'm going to say you should do to your child. Nah. No child at all. Cut it out, miss. You're big age. Cut it out. Somebody says, I pray that if my daughter is ever in a situation, she doesn't hesitate to call me. I pray my daughter is never in a situation. This is why vetting to me means so much. And I know people are going to complain, you can't always vet. Most people that claim that they vet, when you're sitting there watching them vet, you're trying to figure out what kind of vet process are you doing? You just ran into 10 red flags and you swerving around and making all types of excuses for why you're still dating him. That's not how you vet. The red flags is where you turn around and dip. That's one of the main problems y'all have with vetting. Vetting is, once you run into the red flags, peace out. A-town, my boy. Turn it, and you usher sliding up out of there. No, red flags to y'all. Again, y'all start swerving like you're a ninja warrior or something. CC Kirk says the fact that he's still in a relationship with her is weird. So it's not just me alone. Weird behavior. Why are you still with her? The moment that happened, and something telling me this is not the first time. The first time it happened, you should have packed your bags and been gone. That's it. It's over. And again, I do not support men leaving women when they are pregnant, but behavior like this, definitely. Definitely. Nobody should be put through disrespect and all of that. No, not supporting it. Not supporting it at all. And the fact that he has no respect for himself and the fact that he's not willing to protect his child bothers me. Bothers me badly. Real bad. Africa Bay says, I'm not trying to stir the pot, but as a single mom, this is why I'm so funny about who my children are around when they are with dad, because some parents don't have the... I'm going to pause before I go any further. This is why you have to choose who you have children with wisely. Because I need to become pregnant by somebody that I trust so much that I don't need to be going through the process with you to validate if the person that you're about to date is good enough to be around my child. I should be able to trust your judgment. You should be responsible and stable enough that when you come to take the child, I don't have no question. You're dating somebody and what? So what? That don't got nothing to do with me. You're dating somebody, but I trust you. As a person, I trust you. Damn, my knuckles ashy. I trust you. I wash my hands. I trust you. And so therefore, I don't care that you're dating someone because I know that the person that you're going to have around our children is going to be somebody of good character, good caliber, mindset match ours. So eventually I can meet her when the time is right, when you feel like, yeah, and you know me, so you know how I behave, so you know it ain't going to be nothing weird. And then we're going to meet because she's around the kids and we're going to have a good time. And I'm going to say, girl, how you doing? You good? Okay. Anyways, we're going to finish our Africa based. I'm not trying to stir the pot, but as a single mom, this is why I'm so funny about who my children are around when they're with their dad. Because some parents don't have the ability to advocate for their children. Some like to paint us as bitter when really we're trying to protect our children. My heart goes out to this baby. She doesn't deserve this. Somebody said, do the same rule apply for you? And I think it should. It should apply for both parents. Love your children 10 times, a billion times more than you hate the other parent. Because if you guys could really embody that, I'm telling you, co-parenting would be so much easier. Mr. 17 says, nobody come before my children, jealous of that kid. Nobody should come before your kids. Are you dumb? Your kids can't advocate for yourself. The kids can't protect themselves. They need you. So if you're not protecting them, who else? Who else gonna do it? Hereby QP says, I remember my dad's girlfriend tried this when I was a kid. He literally bowed the taste out of her mouth. I mean, straight the F up. Took her breath away. Again, I do not support DV, but who you playing with? I shouldn't have to drive all the way from my house to your house to gather the lady that you brought into our life together. You should have your household in order, sir. The same way I need to have my household in order, respecting your wishes as it pertains to your child. And you should be respecting my wishes as it pertains to our child. You understand what I'm saying to you? You shouldn't have to drive from your house to come to my house to do nothing. I should already have everything under control over here. Understanding that rules need to be set, respect and boundaries need to be made. You understand what I'm saying to you? And not allowing somebody that is this disrespectful and jealous of a child around our children. You shouldn't have to come and tell me that. I shouldn't have to call you to tell you to come fight this need. What? The level of ghetto I'm not doing with nobody. And it should not be something that needs to be. You shouldn't have to call me to tell me to come slap your BM, your new girl or whatever. Like, what? Disgusted. Not doing it. Somebody said I would have giggled. Somebody said I don't condone putting hands on women, but in this situation, ain't no telling what I would have done about my kids, so definitely respect to your pops. I'm telling you. I do not support, promote, nor participate. Right? It's not for me. I was raised around it. So as I got into the dating scene, I said, I'm not choosing that for myself. It ain't it. But in this situation, I'm telling you. Paris Lucille said, this happened to my sons in real life. I had to put pause on her about mine. Somebody responded and said, I had to put hands on one and the other two wouldn't come outside. But I don't mind a little malicious damage to personal property charge. This is the one time where, you know, as it pertains to my children, where emotions might lead instead of intellect. Where you want to de-escalate and just take yourself away from the problem because it's not worth it. You know what I mean? But then, who's going to be logical as it pertains to their child? Do you remember the man that went to, I think it was the courthouse or the airport or somewhere, where a man that had done things to his son was being escorted by police, and he stood there on the phone, and when the police was walking by with the guy that had essayed his son, he just bowed him. That's how dumb, that's how stupid you gotta get about your kids. That's how you just gotta go. You just gotta be on go for your kids and be willing to go do that time, because at the end of the day, you play with minds. And to be honest, that sounds dumb because now you're locked up. Who's gonna take care of the kids? Obviously, the father and shit, right? But it's just like I need justice for my child, and that justice needs to come from my hands to you. I need to reward you for a job well done. Okay. Somebody said, as you should, mamas. You did the right thing, cause I will for sure do same thing about my boys. The F ain't no disrespectful A B going to disrespect my kids. Money Slaughter said, you know Money Slaughter is that shit crazy, okay? Money's all come to and she said, even though this is fake, I was wondering if it was fake. Is it fake or is it real? Because this can't be real. The world is such an illusion that we think everything is fake, everything is a skit, and nothing is real. I don't know if it is, but let's just continue like it is. We already was. Even though this is fake, if somebody ever did this to my son while he was with his dad and I find out, nothing else needs to be said. That's it. Nothing else needs to be said. That's it. The point was made. We got it. Girl, you took the words out of my mouth, because baby, listen. Somebody said they got other videos. I thought it was real until I seen their faces. Between AI and y'all fake skits, I don't know what is real on the internet and what is pretend. Somebody say your wife comes first. Bomboclat. 509 replies. Your wife comes first. That's all you saw throughout the entire video, miss? It's not even about the wife come first, because I don't even think they're married. Child, please. I don't think they're married. It ain't. If he married her, he passed stupidish. Again, we're pretending like this skit is real at this point. We're pretending this skit is real because we was already doing that. So let's work with it. Okay? I thought it was real. So, your wife comes first. That's out of the entire video. That's what you saw? Some tell me they're not married. And if they are married, ew. Okay, so that's number one. But number two, so you condone the entire behavior? Only comment you have was the wife comes first? This is a rage bait. 509 comments. This is a rage bait. Somebody say, you serious? That's what they wanted. They wanted the amount of the replies that they got. Somebody said if that's really his wife, she would put the kids first. The person that made the initial comment says, I don't agree, but to each his own. The husband and wife comes before the kids. Heard you. I even agree with that. I agree with that. Right? To a certain degree, of course, because you know the children can't take care of themselves. So I be hearing men saying that they had to leave the relationship because they wasn't getting the attention. There's a lot going on. You have a newborn in the house. We're going to take care of each other, but we have to take care of the child. The child cannot take care of themselves. You know what I mean? But we still have to pour into each other so that we both can pour into the child. So the husband and the wife have to take care of them, and then they come together to take care of the kids. So husband and wife do come first. I got you at that point. But what the fuck do I got to do with what we're talking about right now? What I got to do with this? The man is feeding his child. Her behavior is the problem. Because she could have done everything that happened a very respectful way. She could have said to him, can we have a conversation in the other room? Not in front of the kids. And then you go over there and say to him, babe, I believe that you should have gave me food first. Because you should take care of me, I should take care of you, and then we take care of the children. And the same way how I feed you before I feed the kids, I believe that I should be fed before you make a plate of food for the children. For him to say, and then you have a conversation. Personally, I wouldn't be having no damn problem because he made a plate of food for even his child, even if the child is not mine. I hear tussling with kids. Somebody says, that doesn't make sense. You guys bring new life into the world and your lives are more important. Some people really don't need to be parents, and this is a prime example. Again, even as a single person, I get the concept. It is, we have to take care of the kids. You need to be taken care of and I need to be taken care of. So we need to take care of each. Of course, we need to take care of ourselves. Duh, right? But then I need to take care of you. You need to take care of me, and then we come together to take care of our children. I mean, that makes sense. Now, as it pertains to the feeding of the kids, again, I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to get your food first. Actually, why aren't you in the kitchen helping me to bring the damn food to the table? You don't have to do that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not guaranteeing you're going to get your food first. So I don't know about that one. Plus, I'm not sure I want to date a man that's gonna be so petty that he's worried about who ate first. Especially if the kids was like, "Mommy, I'm hungry," and they didn't want a snack or something. Like you about to. I used to take care of my nephew, and I'd always make his food first. Nobody else got food first. It don't matter who. His food come out first. And funny enough, everybody would be asking, about his food first. So I don't know. He's a kid. I don't know. I'm not about to argue with y'all. That's everybody's household, but I can't date a man who's gonna be petty about that. If he's starving, if he's coming home starving, he was outside or he was asleep or what, it don't matter where he was. He was outside working or something. And I know of course I'll make his food first and be like, babe, come eat. Like, you know what I mean? I might even tell the kids, bring the juice to me. Let's go give daddy his food or something. You know what I mean? Like, it don't need to be a battle all the time. Everything it does need to be a battle. Jesus Christ. Y'all can't just be cohesive and be loving. Y'all make me not want to get into relationships because y'all just so petty and childish. I'm lying. I'm positive there's somebody nice and good out there for me. I'll find him. Y'all not gonna stop me from finding a good man. Child, please. He out there. He waiting for me. He gonna come find me. I know that for a fact. George Sanchez says, well, she obviously doesn't put her husband first acting like that, truthfully. There's no respect. He gets zero respect. I'm telling you, he don't pay no bills in that damn house. And he be borrowing her car. And she be paying for the gas. And she be pumping the damn gas too because what? The level of disrespect is unheard of. I could not fathom speaking to my partner like that. Ew. 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 How do y'all get with people and not like their children? The child was there before you. Okay, I can get that not everybody love kids. Because it's not like I necessarily love kids. I wouldn't work at a daycare at all. At all. But how can you just dislike a child for no reason? Yeah, wild. And if when you meet him, he has a child and you don't like the child, don't you just stop dating him? That's his child. Don't y'all be putting yourselves in the predicament that you don't picture yourself being a child? And then understanding why the child might want her parents to be together, why the child might have an attitude, why all these things, and understand that that's his child and you might need to step to the side. No? I guess. Pretty Tika said, well, thank God that's not his wife. She's just a girlfriend. I stated it in the caption. I'm telling you, it didn't give marriage. It didn't give either of them the type to get married or have kids. That's what I said. Somebody said, I pray a stepchild never enters your life and God heal your heart. Your comment speaks heavy volumes why a man should never even have a child with you. I'm telling you the truth. Because the only thing she saw was wife comes first. The entire clip surpassed her. The knocking of the plate, the talking crazy to the child, all of that was okay with her. But it's rage bait. She came down here just to make us comment. Nicola says, I guarantee you her baby's eating before her. Somebody said that ain't no wife. She don't move like no wife. The Royal Barber said, ain't even his wife. That's just his girlfriend. Somebody said, man, that's not even her mom. Quit with that foolishness. She responded and said, I have a husband. We have children together. My husband would never have an outside child. We live different lives. So if the child is an outside child and not the child that you birth, you are allowed to manhandle that child? Somebody said, my God, continue to protect your union. We definitely live two different lives. Me and my husband would never. My cousin says, I would have been called my mom so fast. Faster than flash, baby. She would have thought she struck by lightning how fast my mom would have been there to put the beats on her. What? La Bella said, from a stepmother's point of view, my dude, it is time for you to walk away. Nobody should have had to tell you that, sir. You should have been able to see that you should have walked away. That woman does not know her place in life, and she's very immature. If she's coming out that aggressive and handling the situation like that, one day she's going to cross the line and she's going to try to hurt your daughter. That is a vindictive, jealous individual, and you should be very careful about who you bring around your daughter. Why do we have to tell him this? He's a grown man. This is going to be my last comment. I'm Forever Trinia says, yep, me and auntie's pulling right up. Because her and Pop's gonna get slid on. Exactly. Exactly. The father need to catch it too. For sheezy my kneesy.